traces of release. Static fades but still remains, echoed softly in our veins. Filtered colors in the sky, electric whispers passing by. Your breath trembles in the dark, like fading embers of a spark. Kick drum steady, deep and low. Hi-hat shimmers soft and slow. Sub-bass warm in every line, holding on to what was mine. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless Delayed guitar begins to cry, stretching tones that never die. Snare tail blooming wide and long, carrying this fragile song. If the sky would fall apart, would it land inside my heart? Sidechain breaths that rise and fall like shadows dancing on the wall. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Under silent aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless night. Paths dissolve in silver blue. Every echo leads to you. Aurora fades but leaves the trace of quiet love in open space. In the hush of endless night. is drifting, time moves slow. Shifting shadows cross the floor. Filtered scent begins to roar. Soft but heavy in its tone, like a truth we've never shown. Kick drum beating like a heart. We couldn't keep. Gravity begins to fade in the chords that we replayed. Cold horizon painted gray, four soft chords begin to sway. Your voice lingers in the lake, like signals drifting far away. Snare tail stretching through and silence in my veins, soft distortion in refrains. Your reflection fades away through the echoes of delay. Minimal but sharp and tight, hi-hats cutting through the night, sub bass rolling underneath like a true becomes our guide. Would we run or would we hide in the pulse that softly breaks every silence that it makes? We are breathing static light, lost between the dark and bright. Every whisper out of sight, fading gently into Paths exhale and slowly cease, leaving traces of release. Static fades but still remains, echoed softly in our veins. Filtered colors in the sky, electric whispers passing by. Your breath trembles in the dark, like fading embers of a spark. Kick drum steady, deep and low. Hi-hat shimmers soft and slow. Sub bass warm in every line, holding on to what was mine. Under silence, aurora light, we drift between wrong and right. Hearts are pulsing out of sight in the hush of endless delay guitar begins to cry, stretching tones that never die. Snare tail blooming wide and long, carrying this fragile song. If the sky would fall apart, would it land inside my heart? Sidechain breaths that rise and fall like shadows dancing on the wall. trace of quiet love in open space. Filter lights across the sky tonight. A distant path begins to breathe in time. Your shadow moves inside my mind like waves that never leave the shoreline. Delayed guitars fall into space. Every note leaves a silver trace. My pulse aligns with the kick below, a quiet rhythm steady. Shifting shadows cross the floor. Filtered scent begins to roar. Soft but heavy in its tone, like a truth we've never shown. Kick drum beating like a heart. We couldn't keep. Gravity begins to fade in the chords that we replayed. Cold horizon painted gray, four soft chords begin to sway. Your voice lingers in the lake, like signals drifting far away. Snare tail stretching through the dark, subtle tremors the sound